It turns out that which ear you favor when you listen, it's not random at all. Nope, it actually reveals something pretty fascinating about how your brain is wired to process the world. And believe it or not, we're going to put that to the test right now.
Okay, so really think about this for a second. Someone leans in close, maybe to tell you a secret. Which ear do you instinctively turn toward them? Is it your right or your left? I bet you have a default, right? An unconscious habit you don't even think about. Well, that simple choice, that's the key to everything we're diving into today. So here's the wild part, the key concept behind all of this. Your brain's wiring is totally asymmetrical. Think of it like this. Sound that goes into your right ear, it takes a direct superhighway over to the left side of your brain. And that's your brain's language center, the logical, analytical hub. But sound that enters your left ear, that goes to the right hemisphere first. That's the side that deals with all the feels, emotion, tone, intuition, even music. So we've got two completely different paths for two very different jobs. Okay, you ready to see this in action? Let's try a little experiment right now. It's super simple. I'm just going to say 3 different words. All I want you to do is listen and notice which ear you feel like you're favoring. Don't overthink it. Just go with your gut, your natural instinct. You ready?
All right, here comes the first word. Get ready. Logic.
Okay, and the second word is emotion. And finally, the last word for our little test, music. So what just happened there? Let's break it down. If you found yourself instinctively favoring your right ear, especially for that first word, logic, well, that means your brain just prioritized its most efficient route for analytical stuff. But if you felt a pull towards your left ear, maybe for emotion or music, your brain was actually tuning into its right side, getting ready to process all that feeling and rhythm. Now, this is super important. It doesn't mean one side is better than the other. Not at all. It's just a natural bias, a preferred pathway. Think about it. Your brain is an absolute master of efficiency. It's always going to try to take the path of least resistance to get the job done. And you know what? This thing actually has a name. Scientists call it the right ear advantage, and it's a really well-documented tendency. Why? Because for the vast majority of people, the parts of our brain that do the heavy lifting, decoding grammar, syntax, the literal meaning of words, they all live in the left hemisphere. So yeah, why does this happen? It's pretty simple, really. For most of us, like I said, language processing lives on the left side of the brain. And since the right ear has that direct, nonstop flight to the left hemisphere, the signal just gets there faster and clearer. I mean, we're talking about a difference of milliseconds here, but in the super fast world of your brain, that's a huge head start. All right, so this is all really fascinating science, right? But here's the best part. You can actually use this stuff. This isn't just some fun trivia fact. It's a real practical brain tip that can genuinely help you listen and learn a little better. So here's how you put it into practice. Next time you're in a class or a meeting or you're just trying to absorb some complex info, try to position yourself so your right ear is favored. You might be surprised. You could find you retain the details a little better. And on the flip side, when you're listening to your favorite song or a friend is telling you an emotional story, pay attention to your left ear. Notice the tone, the feeling behind the words. Honestly, just being aware of this stuff makes your brain more flexible. And that brings us right back to the beginning and back to you. During our little experiment a minute ago, which ear did you favor, left or right? Go with your gut feeling, because your answer, well, it's like a tiny window into your own unique brain wiring. So think about it. What does your listening habits say about you?